Das goldene Herz geht an Ihre Majestät, Königin Rania al-Abdullah von Jordanien. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I think I take it for your speech.
Thank you. Bitte sehr.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Shutt, for those kind words. We're told in biology class that our hearts are the size of a fist. This is true, but it's an unhelpful image. A fist is clenched, hardened, and turned inward on itself. A heart for children reminds us that our hearts are big enough and open enough to hold all the children in the world. For 38 years, this organization has given life-saving care, shelter, and support to traumatized children in Germany, at-risk children in Togo, children living in poverty in South Africa. It's truly an honor to be here tonight with all of you. I am humbled to be receiving this award. Standing here under these brilliant lights, in front of smiling faces and TV cameras, I'm reminded of how connected we are to each other, even right now, through lenses and screens. I'm also reminded of what it means to be seen, to be heard, to be acknowledged. It's a privilege I don't take for granted, because every day, millions of children suffer unseen. Like Syrian children packed into trucks and rubber boats to escape the barrel bombs raining down on their homes and schools. Or trapped under the rubble of eastern Aleppo after airstrikes pound their neighborhoods, where 250,000 civilians are without access to aid or clean water and at risk of mass starvation. Yemeni children, their skin clinging to their bones, victims of a civil war they didn't ask for and don't understand. One of these children, Salim, is 8 years old, but so severely malnourished, he can no longer talk. His mother described him like this: although he's alive, it's as if he's no longer here. I think about those words and what they mean for an entire generation. Millions of children are at risk of dying, but millions more are at risk of living as if they're no longer here, isolated, wasting away, abandoned, or hidden from sight. Many are deprived not only of food and shelter, but of a basic human right to education. This is the generation that will rebuild their communities when the wars end. The generation for whom school is a lifeline, and yet sitting in the classroom is now a mortal threat. We ask ourselves, how can this be? At a time of unprecedented progress and opportunity, when we only have to flip a switch or click a mouse to connect, engage, and tune into the world, how can this happen on our watch? Our humanity, our empathy, our ability to walk in one another's shoes, these are our greatest strengths. And if we use these strengths, if we hold ourselves and our leaders accountable, if we take action together, then these children will not be alone. They will not be abused or exploited. They will not be vulnerable to recruitment by extremists. They will not be forced to weigh their right to education against their right to live in safety and peace. I have visited families in refugee camps living in 4x3 tents thousands of miles from home. I have spoken with children who lost their relatives and watched their neighborhoods disappear. Even those who escaped physical violence bore psychological scars. And yet, The words I heard over and over were not words of despair. I heard about plans and dreams to study, to play, to become doctors, teachers, or humanitarians. They were words of hope, even in the most hopeless of places. A Heart for Children has nourished this hope all over the world. Tonight, let us say to children everywhere, we see you. And tomorrow, and all the tomorrows that follow, let us work tirelessly to open our hearts and keep their hope alive. Thank you all very much.